Hey my friends, Coach Biggs here, and recently I come to realize that a lot of people can't make it to the gym who want to make it to the gym and improve their life for one reason or the other. Either they're embarrassed or they're physically incapable of making it for one reason or the other. So what I would like to offer is a free class right here on this channel every Friday that's going to help improve your mobility and your strength. And it'll require very minimal equipment, if almost none at all, and mostly we'll be doing it from a chair like I'm sitting in right now. And the goal there will be to increase your mobility, your range of motion, and your strength to help so that way you get around a lot better. My personal model, my goal, my mantra is to improve everybody's health, to increase their independence for as long as possible. All right, so with that said, we're gonna go ahead and start with our very first session. So what I want you to do, we're gonna sit on the edge of the chair. We don't want the chair to be supporting us. I wanna help correct your posture. So we're gonna have a nice tall posture right here, and I want you to pull your head back so that way your ears are in line with your shoulders, that chin in. And we're gonna start with the cervical spine, then we'll go to this thoracic spine, including the shoulders, and we'll go to the lumbar spine, the low back, and then we'll hit our low body, and that should conclude our session for the day. All right, so let's pull that chin in. Nice tall posture, working on our breath. Deep breath in through the nose and out to the mouth. What you want to do is fill your belly and not your chest full of air. Deep breath in through the nose and out to the mouth. And this is setting up our breathing pattern that I want us to do for the rest of the session today. Deep breath in, getting that body to relax and letting all the outside noise escape. All right, so now we're gonna start moving our body. So as we take a deep breath in, as we breathe out, we're gonna move to the left. And as soon as all that breath's expelled, we're gonna take a deep breath in and move to the right. Just working with your breath, slow movements. You wanna try to look as far behind you as you can, increasing that range of motion with each breath. Deep breath into the nose and out through the mouth. Deep breath in and out. Excellent. All right, let's start some shoulder rolls. So head rolls, we're gonna go across the shoulders with their head, controlling that breath, controlling our movement. Big circles, tall posture all the way around, as big as you can make it. Hearing pops and creaks, that's pretty normal, nothing to worry about. One of my favorite analogies is a moving hinge doesn't gather rust, so that's what we're doing. We're knocking all the rust off our bones as we start moving. And reverse, big circles in reverse. Tuck that chin in with the tall posture, bringing it all the way around as far as you can. Keeping that chin in. And 3, 2, 1. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and we're gonna move on to the shoulders. So this is the biggest take home. If you take home any today and one that you do all the time, it would be this one. This is gonna retrain our scapulas to be pulled down in the position that they belong in. A lot of us have bad posture, so we're hunched over and our scapulas tend to rise, causing shoulder impingement, especially with scapular winging. So this is gonna help train that and wake up any dormant muscles. So we wanna relax our hands, put them down by the side, tall posture. Shoulders up to our ears, squeeze our shoulder blades together, push them down, push them forward. What we want is the biggest circles that you can, and I want you to go really slow, because what that's going to do is create a body awareness. So body awareness is going to help us prevent getting injuries, which is pretty vital for quality of life. And then increase our strength, our coordination, our balance. So here we want to go 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, emphasize on the 3 o'clock, scapular retraction, 6 o'clock, scapula depression. And then we're gonna go 9 o'clock. So emphasizing on squeezing those shoulder blades together and pushing them down. Some people have lost the ability to do that. So we wanna wake up those dormant muscles, and that's gonna help reduce the shoulder pain that you've been having, maybe even back pain. Couple more here. In 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Big circles in reverse. This, like I said, this is the most important one that we could take away today. Is doing this. So even if you're sitting at the computer at home, maybe you're a desk worker, take some time and just do some shoulder rolls like this, maybe a couple minutes, and you'll definitely feel pain reduction. Couple more rolls here. In 3, 2, 1. All right, since our hands are down here, we're gonna do some spinal lateral flexions. So we're gonna take a deep breath in and breathe out. And as we breathe out, we wanna tilt to the side. Don't rotate. We wanna keep that load on there, so chest out, and just kind of reach for the floor. Deep breath in and deep breath out. We're just trying to get movement in that spine again. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Couple more here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, excellent. Let's add some rotations from here. So we're gonna take our right hand and we're gonna grab our left knee. My left hand goes to the chair. And what I want you to do is have a nice tall posture. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and pull yourself into rotation. And as soon as all that breath is expelled, we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Couple more times here. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Trying to get a little bit deeper with each rotation. Okay, on this last one, we're gonna hold for a couple breaths. So deep breath in, grab that knee. Other hand goes on the chair. Tall posture, chest out. Deep breath in and breathe out into rotation. And we're gonna hold a couple breaths here. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the breath. One more breath here. All right, excellent. Switching sides. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Couple more breaths here. Trying to get a little bit deeper, so if you could pull on that knee with each breath. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go back into the center, and one of my favorite ones is a modified cat-cow from yoga. So what we're gonna do is have our arms in constant contact with our knees, and we're gonna reach for the ground, but I don't want you to touch the ground. I just want you to reach out and round that spine. So, trying to make your back as big as possible, like a Halloween cat. And take a deep breath in, making your back as big as possible. And then breathe out, come up slow, one vertebrae at a time. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, big chest into cow. Good job, doing great. Couple more here. So again, we want to go and reach for that floor. Big round spine, opening up that back. Take a deep breath in, making the back as big as possible. And out, squeeze those shoulder blades together. All right, excellent. Let's do one more rep here. So we're gonna reach for the ground. Deep breath in through the nose Deep breath in at the bottom. And then out as we come up. Good job. All right, next one of the most important movements that we can learn as a human being is a hip hinge. We do everything with the hip hinge, from housework, yard work, picking up a grandbaby, grocery shopping, etc. So what we want to do is have our hands down by our side. We want to squeeze our shoulder blades together, but our hands are relaxed. And we're going to take a deep breath in and breathe out. As you go forward, eyes are forward, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, coming back up really slow as you breathe in, and then as you go down, we're going to breathe out as far as you can, making that spine as long as possible, and then breathe in as we come up. A couple more reps there. Deep breath in, and then we're going to breathe out as we go forward. Big long spine. Try to reach across your room with your chest, and then come back up. And one more. Reaching as far forward as you can with that spine, relaxing those arms, but our shoulder blades are flat. So as I hip hinge forward, my shoulders are flat. I'm not rounding. And what that does is that makes sure we're protecting our low back when we do these hip hinges, so that way when I pick something up, I'm not going to hurt myself. All right, so this is my favorite routine, especially for the hip hinge. It really opens up my hips and the lumbar. So I'm going to rotate to the left, hip hinge to the left, making a big circle all the way around. Make that spine as long as possible, making a big circle. Breathe out. All the way around. You want to go as slow as you can. Make it as big circle as you can. Opening up that lumbar. This feels so good on my low back. Big circle. In 3, 2, 1, let's reverse. Big circles in reverse. Making that spine as long as possible. And again, remember, we would like to go as slow as possible. That would create body awareness, how to activate the appropriate muscles. Sometimes we go through the movements so fast that we end up moving the wrong muscles or using the wrong muscles. And that usually creates an injury. So we want to make sure we go really slow, so that way we're waking up these muscles that have probably been dormant for a while, or at least working up. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, here's the last one we're going to do on the chair today. So we're going to have our right leg out, and we're going to open up our hamstrings, which are on the back of the leg. Support yourself on your opposing leg, so it's going to be on my left leg. And we're going to go back into that hip hinge. We're just going to do shallow little hip hinges. You want to lead with that chest and do a little bit deeper with each one. Breathe out. What we're doing is we're opening up that hamstring, gaining the trust of our body, because most of us have these tight hamstrings. So if we just do a couple repetitions like this, we'll have a more effective stretch. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so we should be in the deepest stretch that we can here. What we want to do is take our hand and hold our shin, and from here we're going to do an internal external rotation. So we want to so this is going to help stretch out all 3 hamstrings in the back of our leg, slow and controlled. Rehydrate that synovial joint, and also increase the strength of our hip rotators. Couple more reps here. In 3, 2, 1. All right, from here, what we're gonna do, I want you to grab that shin, and I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades together. And what that's gonna do is stretch out that hamstring as deep as we can. Don't round your spine. Don't worry about how deep, how far to the ground you're gonna get. I just want you to focus on that hamstring there. Make sure we're breathing. If you're ever in pain, don't go into pain. back off a bit. Couple more breaths, relax, don't hold your breath. In 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch sides. So we're gonna have left leg up. We're gonna rest our weight on the right side. We're gonna squeeze our shoulder blades together and short little hip hinges here. Getting a little bit longer with each hip hinge. Breathe out as you go forward, in as you go up. You want to get a little bit deeper with each repetition. There we go, good. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take that hand. We're gonna hip hinge forward, lock that stretch in place, and we're gonna internal and externally rotate that hip. Looking good, excellent job. And 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get that stretch. So what we want to do is grab that shin, pull yourself into that stretch as deep as you can. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Couple more breaths here. In 3, 2, 1. All right, excellent. That finishes our sitting down portion. So what I would like to do is work our unilateral movements, which is working one side at a time and help correct any muscle imbalances. Also, I want to help improve your coordination and your balance, which will greatly reduce a trip and fall, which is the third most preventable death in America is a trip and fall, death from trip and fall. So let's go ahead and start preventing that, shall we? All right, so the first thing we want to do is you're going to grab your chair, set it on the side right here on our right side. So from here, I'm going to transfer my weight over to the left leg, and I'm going to use the chair as much as needed, but as little as possible. I want to create stability in this left leg. So what we're going to do is bring our right leg up as high as you can. 90 degrees is great, but if you could go past that, that would be amazing. That would give amazing benefits. That's going to strengthen the iliac and the psoas muscle. Then from here, what we're going to do is going to hip extension, push that heel out, squeeze that butt muscle, the glute. Then bring that leg back up as high as you can, back into flexion. And then we're going to go back into hip extension. Push that heel out across the room, squeeze that butt muscle. Perfect. All right, going back into hip flexion, holding that knee up as high as you can. And now we're going to go into hip hinge. This is where the magic happens. So as we go into hip extension, we're going to hinge on that left leg. The chest comes down, gripping the floor with your toes. So you want 3 points of contact, big toe, little toe, and heel. Gripping the floor. That's going to help create stability. Also, it's going to strengthen that arch in the foot. Bring that knee up as high as you can. And then we're going to press it out to the other side, hip hinging forward. You should feel a lot of work happening in that hamstring. Boom. And we want to go as slow as we can, maybe like 3 to 5 seconds on these repetitions. And this is going to create strength and stability in that knee, ankle, and hip. One more rep here, and we're going to hold for a 10 count on the last one. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. See, when I start tapping on it, lifting my hand up from the chair, you start feeling that twitching in the legs. So that's your fast twitch muscles. Those muscles are trying to create balance, and that's what we want to do. That's going to help with their balance here. So now we're going to the left side. Going to finish up our routine today. So we're going to pick up that left leg as high as you can. And then we're going to go into hip extension. Push that heel out. Squeeze the glute. Good job. Bringing that leg back up into hip flexion. Then we're going to go back into hip extension. Push that heel out. Big squeeze. All right, good job. Last exercise coming up. We're going into hip hinge. So as we go into hip extension, I'm gonna hinge on that right hip. Chest comes down, flat back, eyes forward the whole time. Pause at 90 degrees there. And we're gonna come up about 3 to 5 seconds. You should feel that hamstring working. Then we know that we're doing the movement correctly. Couple more times here. Push that heel out all the way to the other side of the room. And bringing that knee back up. Good. All right, we got one more, and we're gonna hold on this last one. Push that heel out. Pause, squeeze, grip the floor with the toes. 10, 9, creating that stability. You can see my ankle moving around. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, fantastic. That concludes our session for today, our very first training program. And I appreciate you for joining me today. If there's anything you would like to go over, please put it in the comments and I'll address it in the next session coming up. Whether if it's nutrition or exercise or pain that you may be dealing with, I'm here to help you. As always, it's a privilege and a pleasure working with you. Until next time, Coach Biggs out.